Welcome to Scareverse, your home for terrifying true stories, dark mysteries, haunted places, and paranormal encounters. If you enjoy horror and unexplained mysteries, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because once you enter the Scareverse, there's no turning back. In the freezing winter of 1970, a man named Roger Perrin moved into a massive old farmhouse in Rhode Island with his wife Carolyn and their 5 daughters. The family believed they had finally found the perfect place to spend the rest of their lives together peacefully. The house stood on nearly 200 acres of land and had been built around the year 1736. It looked beautiful, ancient, and mysterious. Roger instantly fell in love with it, but neither he nor his family realized that something dark already existed inside that house. At first, everything seemed normal. The children explored the giant rooms while Carolyn tried settling into their new home. But only days after moving in, strange things slowly began happening. During the nights, family members felt as if someone was watching them from the darkness. The children claimed they heard whispers in empty rooms and sometimes saw shadowy figures moving through the hallways. Some even said they heard children laughing and crying late at night. Roger and Carolyn tried ignoring the incidents because no one had been harmed yet. They believed the strange sounds were simply caused by the old house. But the activity only grew worse. Soon, doors started opening by themselves in the middle of the night. Paintings fell from the walls without explanation. Footsteps echoed through the halls even though nobody was there. Household objects mysteriously changed places. The farmhouse no longer felt like a home. It felt alive. Every night became more terrifying than the last. The family barely slept. Fear slowly took control of their lives. Then, everything changed when a far more dangerous spirit appeared. Her name was Bathsheba. Unlike the other spirits, Bathsheba focused entirely on Carolyn. She ignored Roger and the children, choosing only Carolyn as her target. Each night, Carolyn suffered horrifying attacks. Strange marks appeared across her body as if sharp needles were piercing her skin. She woke up covered in bruises and scratches she could not explain. Then came the night Carolyn would never forget. One night, she suddenly woke up in complete darkness and realized her bed was moving on its own. An invisible force held her down while the bed slowly turned across the room. Then the spirit appeared. Carolyn described seeing a terrifying woman with a twisted neck and a horrifying face staring directly at her. The spirit climbed onto her chest and screamed for the family to leave the house. For Carolyn, it became one of the most terrifying moments of her life. After that night, the violent attacks suddenly stopped, but the real horror had only begun. Carolyn started suffering from terrible headaches, constant weakness, and fever-like symptoms doctors could not explain. Her behavior slowly changed. She became distant, angry, and emotionally unstable. It soon became clear that something evil was taking control of her from the inside. To understand the haunting, the family needed to understand Bathsheba herself. Bathsheba Thayer had lived in the same house many years earlier after marrying in 1844. Over time, dark rumors spread throughout the town. People believed she practiced witchcraft and black magic. Several of her children reportedly died under mysterious circumstances. One horrifying story claimed that an infant had been killed using a needle-like object, while strange ritual signs were found around the body. Although the police investigated, no evidence was ever discovered. Still, the rumors never disappeared. Then, in 1885, Bathsheba took her own life by hanging herself. Many believed her spirit never left the farmhouse. Terrified and desperate, Roger eventually contacted famous paranormal investigator Ed Warren and his wife Lorraine Warren. The Warrens had investigated many supernatural cases before and were known for helping haunted families. The moment Ed Warren entered the house, he claimed he felt an overwhelming evil presence surrounding the property. After investigating further, Warren became convinced that Carolyn was possessed by a dangerous spirit. To stop the haunting, he decided to perform a séance, a ritual used to communicate with spirits. But the moment the séance began, the situation became far worse. Furniture violently moved across the room. Loud crashing sounds echoed through the house. Carolyn screamed uncontrollably while the spirit reacted with rage. According to Roger's eldest daughter, Andrea, Warren had accidentally opened a doorway that made the spirits even stronger, and once opened, he could not close it again. Instead of ending the haunting, the seance intensified everything. Roger became furious and forced Warren to leave the house immediately. But despite the terrifying events, the family could not afford to move away. Financial problems trapped them inside the farmhouse for 7 more years. 7 years filled with fear, sleepless nights, shadowy figures, and unexplained paranormal activity. Despite the terrifying events, Roger could not afford to move his family somewhere else. Because of financial problems, the family continued living inside the haunted house for 7 more years. 7 years surrounded by fear, darkness, and unexplained paranormal activity. Finally, after years of suffering, Roger and his family left the house forever. But according to many people, the evil inside that house never truly disappeared. And that was the terrifying true story behind the real Conjuring house. Would you dare spend one night inside that house? Let us know in the comments. And subscribe to Scareverse for more horrifying true stories and dark mysteries.